On February 15, 1898, the USS Battleship Maine was sunk in Havana Harbor by a Spanish ship. This led to the United States declaring war on Spain on April 25, 1898. This war was known as the Spanish-American War and was fought in Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Philippine Islands, Guam, and other islands in the Caribbean that were held by the Spanish Empire.
After the United States issued its declaration of war with Spain, the Teller Amendment was added to the declaration, which asserted that the United States would not attempt to exercise hegemony over Cuba. On July 1, 1898, U.S. troops attacked the San Juan Heights in Cuba. The African-American 9th and 10th Cavalries and Lieutenant Colonel Theodore Roosevelt's Rough Riders went up against Kettle Hill, while the forces led by Brigadier General Jacob Kent charged up San Juan Hill and pushed the Spanish troops further inland, causing 1,700 casualties. After this decisive battle, the Spanish-American War was virtually over. On July 16th, the Spaniards agreed to the unconditional surrender of the 23,500 troops around San Juan.
Formal peace between the United States and Spain took place in Paris on December 10, 1898. Here, both countries signed a treaty peace that established the independence of Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guam to the United States, and allowed the United States to purchase the Philippines Islands from Spain for $20 million. After the Spanish-American War, the United States officially entered a new era in foreign relations and diplomacy. One book that critiques and discusses American diplomacy from the Spanish-American War onward is William Appleman Williams, The Tragedy of American Diplomacy.
In his book, Williams stated that America's traditional view of itself and the world is composed of three basic ideas or images. The first view maintains that the United States was isolationist until world power was thrust upon it, first to help Cuba, then twice to save the world for democracy, and finally to prevent the spreading of communism by the Soviet Union and other communist regimes. The second view holds that America has been anti-imperialist throughout its history, save for a brief period at the turn of the century. Finally, the third view asserts that a unique combination of economic power, intellectual and practical genius, and moral rigor enables America to check the enemies of peace and progress and build a better world without erecting an empire in the process.
However, Williams states that all three views, while containing some validity and attractiveness, are wholly wrong, because acquiring land and dealing with foreign nations have been the primarily way for America to grow in economic strength and to gain hegemonic power.
Williams cites the doctrine of manifest destiny and the colonial Americans' acquisition of land as support to his theory.